Now you might have stumbled across this big sealed gateway and wondered how to get through it. Luckily it's very straightforward and doesn't require you to take out any hard enemies. You'll need to find and use an item to be able to traverse it, but in typical From Software fashion it's far from easy to find. So this video is going to be a quick tutorial on where to find the Glintstone Key and how to enter the Raya Lucaria Academy in Elden Ring. Right, so the first thing you're going to need to do is get the Glintstone Key. This item is going to let you pass through the Raya Lucaria Academy gate. Now this item is pretty easy to find, so we're going to start off at the Gate Town Bridge site of Grace. And the place we're trying to get to is all the way over here, just north of the Temple Quarter. So as you can see, it's pretty much just a straight run forwards from the Gate Town Bridge site of Grace. This run does take a little bit of time, but it's not going to pose any threats along the way. You can run past all of the enemies that you encounter. Also, immediately after passing the first few enemies, there's a site of Grace here. Anyway, once you've had a pit stop, continue going west. Keep running straight past these archways, as nothing in there is of any interest. If you keep heading west, eventually you'll come across the Temple Quarter. There are quite a few enemies in here, so just make sure to run straight past them. Once you get out the other side though, there is a site of Grace immediately. So make sure to unlock this site of Grace just so you have it as a future fast travel point. From here we're going to check the map again, as we want to head pretty much directly north. If you do this, you'll notice a bunch of floating scarabs and then eventually a massive dragon. Fortunately you don't need to kill the dragon though, you can simply just run straight past it. And right here will be the Glintstone Key. If you somehow get into a fight with the dragon like I have, you can simply just run to this site of Grace just further north. Here you can rest and end the fight. Okay, so now we want to head to the South Raya Lucaria gate, which as you can see I've already unlocked here, so we'll just put a marker a little bit below it for now. To get here you can head back to the Academy Gate Town site of Grace. Then from here you can head northwest. If we run through the Academy Gate Town and up towards the beacon, you'll eventually find a golden seed, so make sure to pick this up on your way. Now you want to head forwards and to the right and you'll see a staircase that's being heavily guarded by a bunch of soldiers, but don't worry, as usual you can just run straight past them all. Keep heading up and then turn right. Run straight past the fire-breathing chariot and then you're pretty much at your destination. Here you'll see a site of Grace on the left. So now we're at the South Raya Lucaria Gate site of Grace. From here you pretty much just run straight up to the seal and examine it, allowing you to traverse through it. Once you're here, immediately you can rest at another site of Grace. Now to progress through the story you want to go left, but there's a couple of items that you might want to pick up first. If you head right immediately and go down this bridge, you can pick up another golden seed at the end of it. You can also examine the seal here and traverse through this too. This will take you to Bellum Highway, which is in North Liurnia. There's also a site of Grace here that you can stop at. And if you've done Bok the Seamster's questline, he'll appear here for a third time. But for now we're going to head back. Now if you head left, you can take a lift up to the Academy. Then you'll be presented with the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Once you head up the steps, you'll be ambushed by two enemies. Once you take them out, you can head inside. Again, in here you'll be ambushed by a few more enemies, so just make sure to take them out. Once you do, you can head left and there's a site of Grace just here. But before you leave this area, you can head to the back of the church and pick up a Somber Smithing Stone 3. Then if you head over to the right, you can pick up a Gold Rune 2. And then that's pretty much it. You can now exit through this doorway and get on with your quest. So that wraps up our tutorial of how to get into the Raya Lucaria Academy in Elden Ring. If this video helped you out, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all for watching and we'll see you in the next video.